You're looking for a little bit of indoor entertainment with your family. Maybe you want to learn something too. Yeah. Well, Science Central's a great place to do that.
Right, and if you're looking for some indoor energy, joining us today with an experiment that demonstrates what families can learn is Science Central's Outreach Programs Manager, Gary Stoops. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning. So today what I did is I brought one of our hand generators that we use with a lot of our science experiments to talk about the history of Science Central, because Science Central, I got a picture over here of, if you can remember what the building looks like, it used to be the city's light and power plant. And this is the way that we describe how energy is created. So inside of this hand crank that you have is the silver area is our motor. So it has a magnet and coiled wires. The science behind this is basically we discovered that if you spin a magnet and those coiled wires together really fast, it moves the electrons. Yeah, you can all spin them. What the kids love to do.
You're like the teacher. Yeah. I was waiting for the go-ahead to play with the toy that you brought.
Yes. So as those electrons move, they move down the wires that you can see in our generator. They come out, those electrons go through our light, producing our light energy. And that's basically how we get electricity that we use. So we used to do this on a larger scale at Science Central. You can see our generators over here. And what we used to do is burn coal, create city water or the river water into steam. The steam would then turn our turbines so you didn't have to stand around and crank these all the time. And nowadays we've taken that steam and we've turned it into steam as in science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics.
Okay.
And this weekend you can come out to Science Central. You can see our turbines. You can see some of our science teachings and that at our mixology event. So
okay.
21 and over.
Let me hold this up.
Yeah.
If we get a camera one, any chance we get close up to that? Let me see. But yeah, keep going. I mean, talk about mixology.
So this is going to be a fun night where you can come out, you can sample some of our local bartending drinks and that. There's going to be a bartender competition. This is for our 21 and over crowd, kind of get the adults in that into get some of our programming. And then later this month, at the end after Thanksgiving, if you're looking for something to do with the family, we have a family event called Steam's Giving, which again, the families can come out, see some of our STEAM programs that we do and experience our hands-on science.
Well, I'm glad for the explanation. When you first did this, in the back of my head, I thought you just had 100 guys like Lance there at the factory all day, just churning out electricity.
You know, this looks like an alien blast. Like
Listen, this commercial break might get a little dangerous here in the studio. If you want to see this experiment again later today, you'll be able to do so on Wayne.com. Coming up next on First News Sunday, Lance, he's not just making power, he's going to have a look at your forecast. Plus, tell you about a few events going on in the area.